Good evening, everyone. I just pulled up the Clay County, Florida general purpose viewer. It's an excellent software or link in the internet, and I encourage everyone to use it. It's got a lot of features here. In this video, we're going to look at the Hazelwood hole and its effect on the North Dam. And to speed this up a little bit, I am going to uncheck some of these layers. We won't need points of interest and parcel data. I'll keep the road data so we can get a perspective of the location and where we're at. I will also come over to base maps and I will select satellite. Right off, you'll see Kingsley Lake. Kind of hard to miss. You'll see Doctor's Inlet. You'll see the St. Johns River going into Green Cove Springs. Here's Highway 17 south, runs into Green Cove. Then west on 16 to Penny Farms, and north as you're going into Middleburg to Lake Asbury. This is where we're going to be talking about. Let me zoom in. Mainly, we're going to be looking at the southwest fork, the finger of Lake Asbury, and the Hazelwood hole. This is Hazelwood Court, and here is the drainage going through to the southwest finger of Lake Asbury. Now, we can't talk about just the Hazelwood hole without reflections of the North Dam. Keep in mind what we're going to discuss is how much water is being placed on this 50-year-old dam that's only 33 feet wide. So let me get back to the subject and take it into the Hazelwood hole. And with discussing the Hazelwood hole, one of the novelty about it's the home of Dr. Vaughn's spa house, and I'll take you into there. But first, let me run back a little bit and select Public Works data over here. Now, when you have select the Public Works data, I would like for you to note the green dots along State Road 218. See the green dots? All of these, but these two, are 18-inch concrete reinforced pipes. And I won't keep you as we go through each one of these, but I'll select this one. This is 63 linear feet of 18-inch reinforced concrete pipe. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these that go across 218. These are 20-inch pipes. These two. I'm not counting these up here, but there's a big ditch that runs across here. If you'll notice, there's an easement here and 2 easements here. Let's look at these 2 bigger easements. I zoomed in a little too far. Okay. These 2 easements coming off this roadway that has these concrete reinforced pipes on them are draining into this swamp that retains water all year round. It goes through a small canal into one 18-inch culvert that goes under Branscombe Road into a single 20-foot easement that was deeded to the county in 1969. You have to ask yourself, why is all this irrigation necessary? And that can be answered very simply. Go over to flood zone data. That's the first. There it is. Wow. So this is actually part of a FEMA Class A flood zone. Notice the canal, or 50 to 60 foot linear ditch. It drains off Seminole Village and 218 to keep 218 from flooding. I moved here in '98 and I can remember 218 flooding. You couldn't drive past there. You'd have to go south or north to go around it. Seminole Village, the plat was created for Seminole Village in 1980. As you move down and look at this, I'll give it a chance to catch up with me. You'll see this goes through that 20-foot easement in to this area right here. This 20-foot easement, as we all know, cannot handle this much water coming from this roadway and these flood zones. This 20-foot easement over time has blown out to 70 to 75 feet wide and about 40 to 45 feet deep down to the lime rock. These people that are living in this area, their backyard is slowly washing out. And this can't go any deeper because it's to the lime rock. It will only erode and get wider and creep towards these people's houses. Sooner or later, these houses will fall into this pit. Sooner or later, they'll slide in. And this was caused by diverting this water into this 20-foot easement. Zac Ryan was a member of the Lake Asbury Municipal Service Benefits District in 1998, and he recommended to divert this water away from Lake Asbury somewhere else. I am speculating that he meant diverting this into Bradley Creek, but as you see, that wasn't in the plan. These homes have been built, except for Russell Oaks. All of this has been put in since 1998. Here's your beltway coming in. What I'd like for you to do is homework. Select parcel data and go down this corridor to see who owns this property. This property. This property. And you will be surprised. But that's not what the video is about. Let me take you down into the Hazelwood hole. And maybe it will give you some insight of what these people and this small dam has to deal with. Thank you for watching, and let's start the video. Got the camera going. You can tell me your story while I'm...
Well, you know, we haven't been here, but, you know, a little more than a year. But apparently all this...
Look at that.
All this is silted down. This is supposed to be waterfront now, remind you. You can see the boat dock that they have over there. That the dirt is filled up right up to their dock, and they can't even... You know, they can't even use a boat or get a boat out.
Yeah, that's useless.
And I've been going to the meetings up there, and, you know, supposedly we're having problems with the dams, and they're trying to, you know, confront that out first. But they know that this is a problem back here, and it's, you know, my parents have been here since '87. They've lived down there, and when we first moved here, it was just a small little creek, I would say, that you could jump over, and now it's a canyon in the back.
Around them trees, or those trees are gone,
Uh-huh.
right? That's why I'll stop here and try to keep it from
Washing out.
you have to get right over in there somewhere to really get a good shot. That's a good elephant ear, isn't it?
Look at that.
If you get over here,
Look at that. What you've got.
yeah, big giant. But this is where we had the river during Irma.
Now this is your waterfront property?
Sure is.
Well, y'all don't pay for
No.
waterfront.
When
We
it
do not pay.
when it
No.
rains real hard and Seminole Village can't handle it.
Yeah, I was gonna say be careful because that will go through.
Yeah, I've already been in.
Yeah,
I've already found one of those already.
yeah. That's why I didn't want you to go too far there.
So I see the neighbors are trying to
Yep, they're trying to do the same thing.
keep it from eroding away and building it up.
Yeah, and as Eric was telling you, there's still a tree down farther that you can't see from here that he used to go across.
So that's a good, what, 50, 75 feet across?
Big.
It,
Last tree to fall. Well, there was one here, that one there. Used to sit right here.
it toppled in.
It took about,
Yeah, I see it now.
took about 3 more feet of bank with it.
Okay, who's been here and who has said they're going to help you? That's what I'm...
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody's come in here like me to take
No, sir.
pictures?
No.
Nope, not a single person. It's like we're at the bottom of the list. We have been for, well, we've been here 32 years. And we've watched it go.
And that goes all the way back to the road?
Yeah, it gets shallower as it gets toward the road.
Phil and Nancy.
And not as
theirs is
wide.
covered.
There used to be a waterfall right there to your right. You know, where it came from up by the neighbor's property. It was probably a 12, 13 foot waterfall. This area back here, woods.
Uh-huh.
Rather than really clean it good and make it into a yard, we decided to leave it woods.
Well, that's what the wife has done. She's got a...
You can get through here.
Yeah, I got it. She's got a no cut zone.
Here's another tree that went out when Irma went. It used to sit here.
You know what this reminds me of?
The ravines.
Devil's Mill Hopper down in Gainesville, that sinkhole.
Oh, yeah. Millhopper.
Yeah. Look at there.
This is all cut by water and sloughing. Like I say, during Irma now, it was probably
How much water do you
6,
have?
8 feet deep and almost as wide as this entire thing. It was, I mean, it was a roaring river.
A lot of misconceptions that when I started doing this, a lot of misconceptions that this is coming from Seminole Village.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Lark is getting Seminole Village, okay?
Well, you know, we didn't get hardly any sloughing off and stuff until they started, you know, building along 218.
I've been told by one of my neighbors up there that lives off of Simmons Trail that they have actually diverted the water for that project up there where the white fence is.
Mm-hmm.
That is just past the substation. They told me that they rerouted water back down this way.
Like I said, when we get a good rain, you can hear the water flow. It's still kind of trickling right now, but you know, not much.
Well, if you
just look right straight down there, you can every now and then you catch a little glimpse of the
yeah,
trickle.
I see it right
Down here, it's further. You can get right on it.
It hasn't rained in a while, and you got water down in the bottom of that.
It's never dry down there now. I think it opened up some springs.
If you follow this back in the corner, you'll find that there's a swamp off of 218.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's the head for this.
yep, we knew that, but they're doing nothing about it.
Here's some water. It's flowing.
Yeah. It's trickling. And I figured the answers in the county would say, okay, you got waterfront property because you got water running.
We'll tax you for your waterfront property.
You know, they want money. You can see a good run of water here.
What do you think? You say you smell sulfur in here?
Yeah, this gets pretty sulfur smelling.
Yeah, it comes out
All
from
through
over
here.
there.
Like it's tapped into an artesian finger?
It's possible
It
that when
might.
it washed it away, it washed into some artesian type
It's coming
springs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, coming up out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never going to get better.
up. Gosh.
Amazing, huh?
Oh.
Now this has stayed pretty good for the last 5 years,
Yeah, this is not too bad.
roughly. I carved some steps into the dirt. It
Mhm.
wasn't quite that deep then, and had a little shelf out there that I used to go down there and just kind of sit and listen to the water.
Yeah.
And it runs on through, and back over here on the neighbor's property is an old
Oh, the cement.
cement structure that some doctor built as a spa.
Yes, sir. That's
Yep.
the German doctor.
Yep.
Back in the 1900s.
Yes.
And
1920s.
it collapsed. The kids used to play around it and in it, and it finally collapsed.
I would love to see that.
And at one time, they were saying, well, that was a dam, and the dam broke.
That's not a dam.
Yeah.
Mike,
A damn dam.
yeah, Mike and Katie are home, Daryl, if you want to go over there. but he knows them, I know them too. And explain to him.
You say the old spa is back here? Now I've already been told we smell, oh look at that. That is beautiful. Check him out. The steps and everything.
Yep.
There's the steps right there. Right there going down in. That was a German doctor. He built that in the early 1900s. I'd say about 1920s. That is amazing. And he would let that fill up. And in that era, people used to go into Green Coast Springs, and they used to sit in the spring at Spring Park to get the sulfur. You are really blessed. That is history.
Pretty neat. Yeah, if you have any info on it that I can have, I'd appreciate it. I mean, like I said, I used to play in it when I was a kid.
Yeah, so Eric did too. All the kids, I think, around Lake Asbury one time played around this thing.
Yeah, John Davis fell off it and broke his arm way, 20 years ago.
I'm surprised you guys haven't cleaned that out.
He just
the amount of stuff I got left to do here.
That's the last on your
what, 6 months into the house?
Last on your priorities.
Yeah, getting past the tree line is
starting to sprinkle.
sure is out of nowhere. Look at that.
Look at that. That is beautiful. All right.
Yeah, so
Kind of reminds you of old mill hopper type things, huh?
Yes. The Devil's Mill Hopper in Gainesville. Have you ever been there?
yeah, long time ago.